Hello student. In today's revision video, we will try to learn how to determine the productivity of the process. Productivity is one of the important measure for any operation manager or production manager to determine whether he is utilizing the resources properly or not. Productivity can be calculated for the department. Productivity can be calculated for the company. It can also be calculated for the process. So let's take two important cases here. Suppose we have to determine the productivity in the case A. So the information available here is 4 workers installed 720 square yards of carpeting in 8 hours, right? So this is the information, and we have to determine the productivity. Productivity is a ratio between the output and input. Output is always in terms of service or product units. So it is a ratio between output and input. Basically, it helps us in determining that what is the output per unit of input. So in this case, the output is 720 square yards of carpeting. There are 4 lever can basically do the carpeting of 720 square yards of area. So that is the output. And these 4 levers have to work for 8 hours to produce this output. So the formula, as I told you, for productivity is output upon input. Here the input is only the lever, because no information about the material is given. So in this case we will be using the single factor productivity, because the only one factor, that is lever, is being used here. So now how to calculate the productivity? You can see here the productivity is equals to yards of carpet installed divided by labor hours worked. So total output is 720 square yards, and the total hours working is 8 hours per worker, so 32 hours. So the productivity in this case will be 720 yards divided by 32 hours, so it is 22.5 yards per hour. So the productivity is 22.5, which is basically comparable. You can decide or compare this productivity with your actual or standard calculation of the productivity, and accordingly you can appreciate or penalize people for whether they are doing the work as per the requirement or not. Now look at the second case. Case B. A machine produced 70 pieces in 2 hours. Right? There is a machine which is producing 70 pieces of the finished product in 2 hours. However, 2 pieces were unusable. Now you have to determine the productivity for this. So what is the output? First thing which we must know. Second is, what is the input? Here the only input is given, that is equals to time utilized or time for production. So the time for production is 2 hours, and the machine is producing 70 pieces, out of which 2 are of no use. So what is, first we are supposed to determine the total output. What is the total output? because two products out of 70 are not of use or not of the quality, so these two products will be rejected. So ultimately revenue can be generated by only 68 products. Therefore, the output will be considered at 70 minus 2, that is equals to 68, because the only usable pieces can be said as the output. So 70 minus 2 is 68 divided by 2 hours. So the productivity here is 34 pieces per hour. So now the friends, we have already learned in the class that there are various types of productivity calculations. So this type of productivity calculation which we have talked right now is called single factor productivity, because only single factor is being considered here to determine the productivity in both the cases A and B. Now let's talk about what if there are more number of factors used or information available for determining the productivity. If there are more than one factors which we are considering for determining the productivity, then we call it a multi-factor productivity. Calculation of multi-factor productivity measure inputs and output using a common unit of measurement such as cost. For instance, the measure might use cost of input and units of the output. That means, please remember this very carefully. Very important factor here is that you have to convert all the inputs into a single unit. It is very important. So quantity of production divided by the sum of all factors or the cumulative value of all the factors used in producing this much quantity of production. So let's take this example. Determine the multi-factor productivity for the combined input of labor and machine line using the following data. So friends, here the output is 7040 units and input is, there are three inputs, there are three factors which are given as the input in this problem: labor, material and overhead. And now you can see here, labor is not in numbers. There are not 2, 3 labor, 4 labor, 5 labor. It is given in terms of $1000. So they have converted the cost of labor, the number of labor, into the cost of labor. So the total cost used for labor in production of 7040 units is $1000, and the total material used for this production is $520, and overheads are $2000. So now friends, the very first thing is use the formula which we have discussed right now. So multi-factor productivity is equals to output divided by labor plus material plus overhead. 7040 units is the total output value, and the value for inputs will be 1000 plus 520 plus 2000, which makes it 3520. If we divide 7040 by 3520, we'll get 2 units per dollar input. So this is how we can calculate the total, the multiple factor productivity. So friends, we have learned that how the single factor productivity is determined and how the multi-factor productivity is determined. Let me tell you this at the end, that the productivity is the only measure by which you can appreciate or penalize a person, or you can appraise or say that this manager is doing better than the other manager by if he is able to increase the productivity of the system. Thank you friends. In the next video we will talk about total factor productivity.